she's very friendly, especially if you've got some food in your hand.
They always reckon that the good ones have got an appetite, don't they?
Yeah, she thinks we've got some food now. She's almost a perfect horse. If you could ever see a perfect horse, she's going to make a great broodmare.
For me, one of the most special things is having the opportunity to get to know her as an individual. And I know that might sound a little bit corny, but having her here and not just enjoying the spectacle and the joy of race day, but actually, learning about her personality. And she's a very, very special mare. And it's easy to say that about the good ones, but notwithstanding her race record, she's just got the X factor. So we had the plumber here the other day and he said, "Oh, here you've got that good horse out, can I have a look at her?" And she's the sort of horse, even if you didn't know who she was, you walk past that paddock and you turn around and have a second look.
But it's the Kiwi wonder, 10 Group 1s, Imperatriz from Johnny Rockerai and the Valentina.
The greatest thrill that Karen and I have had is seeing the excitement that the owners have got out of racing this horse.
They have told me, and a number of them have told me without going into their personal details or circumstances, that she has significantly changed their lives forever. I think the expectation wasn't so high from necessarily the ownership family, and I call them a family because we're very, very close friends, because we were all realists, and I used to keep saying, any minute this could stop. I mean, anything could happen. She might lose form, she might decide she wants to be a broodmare, she could be hurt, which she hasn't been, luckily. But you look at everything and you say, you just got to live in that moment. And I have to say the owners were incredible, absolutely incredible every step of the way, because they love her.
Imperatriz is coming after, then Levante, Dragon Leap, Babylon Berlin needs the post, Imperatriz lunged, got there, Imperatriz another.
Well, my favourite win was winning the railway, because John Elstop was chairman, Karen was chairman, and I was chairman of the club, and it's the only railway that'll ever be run at Te Rapa. And to win it like she did, it was just the thrill of a lifetime.
I mean, the Manikato was sensational. I loved the Manikato. The place was on fire on Cox Plate Day. But it would actually have to be the championship sprint at Flemington. And I'm Moonee Valley, sorry guys, because they're just so good to us. They love her. But there was something about winning during Cup Week. So winning on Cox Plate Day was extraordinary, and it was electric to win during Melbourne Cup Week. So they're very close, and two very different tracks, just showing her versatility again.
Jess, you've had some good ones over the last few. Where does she rank?
Well, she's certainly the fastest horse that we've had, that's for sure. I'd say overall she's the best horse that Te Akau's had. I mean, Opie's ridden them most of them, and he says that she's the best horse he's ever put a leg over.
She would probably, if you look at them all, whether it's Darcy, Brahma, you mentioned them all, she would have to be, in terms of if you go through global ratings, global rankings, she hasn't won the most Group 1s, obviously that was Melody Bell, but she's won the most in Australia, 6, probably, or 4. She'd have to be number 1, wouldn't she? She just would.
At the end of the last preparation, you brought her home, you put a vet over her, because at that point, I'm picking, you were still intending to go on. What was the process?
Yeah, so when we have a horse like Imperatriz, after they've had a full season, we send them to the vet clinic and give them what we call a warrant of fitness, where we x-ray their fetlock joints, their knees, and go right over them, so that we don't spell them for 2 months and then when they're back in work find there's something wrong with them. So it was then that we found that she had some wear and tear, a little bit of wear and tear in the knees, and we don't take 50-50 calls. We only race them if they're 100%.
David and I rang every owner individually and explained it to them, and high emotions but complete understanding that her well-being had to come first. So it was a no-brainer. Selling her well, it's where the fairy tale began, isn't it? So there's quite a story yet to be told, I think. I mean, the joy of even having a horse good enough to compete in a Group 1. as a pleasure and a privilege. But everyone, the whole team, you know, everyone that's handled her, both of our stables, Cranbourne, New Zealand, the farm here, everyone feels a part of that journey, and they have been. You know, Jason, who strapped her, he just has a love affair with her that makes me actually get very emotional, and I know how hard this has hit him. And Laura Winks, who's ridden her and all her track work over there. I mean, everyone feels part of it. And from my perspective, I'm so sad to see her go. I just can't put my hand up. You know, she's a valuable mare, and she's the one you dream of all your life.
From now to the sale time, she's going to be pretty close to you. You want to be sort of seeing her out the window, looking at her every day on picking. You want to take every opportunity to see that you can on picking.
Yeah, well, the first thing I do when I wake up, I go and give her some breakfast and just check her. She's pretty special, that's for sure.
She's been the bringer of great joy. She's one of the few horses that would bring me to tears, because I'm proud of her. She's a special sweetheart. She's got the most wonderful, wonderful temperament, and you know, you just want to give her a hug and a kiss and say, just proud to be part of her journey.